In the ancient heartlands of eastern Nigeria, where the forests breathe and the rivers whisper, there lies a kingdom shaped by destiny. A kingdom born not merely from the strength of armies, but from the power of spirit and the wisdom of ancestors. This is Arochukwu, the home of the sacred oracle, Ibini Ukpabi, the Long Juju, whose voice once traveled across nations. Here in these sacred groves and hidden caves, a story began. A story of faith, a story of power, a story that would weave together the destinies of millions. This is the story of the Arochukwu Kingdom and the Aro Confederacy. Before kingdoms rose and alliances formed, the Igbo world thrived as a web of independent village republics, each guided by elders, priestly wisdom, and ancestral tradition. These communities were bound not by kings or empires, but by the spirit of cooperation, trade, and secret customs. And deep within this world, hidden among thick forests and rolling valleys, stood the land of Arochukwu, a land destined for greatness. Arochukwu was a land marked by mystery, its rivers, its caves, its thundering waterfalls. Here early priests once consulted ancient spirits. Here shrines flourished. Here the first whispers of the divine echoed through the chambers of the earth. This land was chosen long before its people understood what it would one day become. Generations passed and migrating clans ventured into the land. Among them, the powerful lineage of Eze-Agwu. They were courageous, organized, and spiritually attuned. But their arrival brought tension with the older Ibibio communities who had long inhabited the region. At the height of these conflicts, destiny intervened. A man of deep insight and spiritual mastery, Nnachi of Eda, was summoned. With calm wisdom, he became the bridge between factions, the mediator who would help reshape Arochukwu's future. Through Nnachi's influence, powerful alliances formed between the Eze-Agwu clan, the Ibibio priesthood, and other neighboring groups. What began as cooperation soon transformed into a united force, a foundation strong enough to birth a kingdom. When Nnachi passed, leadership fell on his son, Oke Nnachi. He became the first Eze-Aro, the monarch of a new dynasty. Under him, Arochukwu began its journey toward becoming the spiritual and political center of an entire region. Deep within the sacred cave systems of Arochukwu, a new spiritual force emerged, Ibini Ukpabi, the Long Juju Oracle. Its power was vast, its justice was feared, and its authority spread far beyond the surrounding lands. To meet the oracle, one embarked on a journey through the mouth of the cave, then walked through narrow tunnels, past the dark passage, and finally entered the throne chamber, where priests delivered divine judgment. For many, this was a journey of truth. For others, a test of fate. The oracle became a court of justice for the Igbo world and beyond. Its verdicts were binding, its pronouncements sacred. Through this power, Arochukwu transformed into a spiritual capital, respected, feared, and revered. But the Aro were not only spiritual guardians. They were diplomats, traders, and master networkers. From the Cross River to the Niger, Aro settlements sprang up like stars across the night sky, each connected back to Aro-Anglo. Aro traders built vast networks across West Africa, moving goods, information, and culture. Their influence stretched into Igala lands, Ibibio territories, Efik cities, and even far into the riverine regions. What made the Aro remarkable was their system, not a kingdom of conquest, but a confederacy of cooperation. Each Aro colony remained autonomous, yet spiritually and politically aligned to Arochukwu. It was a network ahead of its time. Then the world shifted. European ships anchored along the coast. The global economy reached West Africa, and the Aro found themselves at the center of a new complex trade system, linking inland producers with coastal merchants. The Aro became crucial intermediaries in the evolving markets of the era. But as European influence grew, so did tension. Colonial writers painted the Aro as villains, crafting stories that justified future invasions. Yet, history teaches us that truth is deeper and far more complex than colonial narratives reveal. To break Aro influence, the British Empire launched a grand military campaign in 1901, the Aro-Anglo War. Their goal? Destroy the Oracle, dismantle the Confederacy, and impose colonial control over the hinterlands. 4 British columns marched from different directions, closing in on Arochukwu with overwhelming force. The Aro fought bravely. Warriors defended their land with courage and unbroken resolve, but the might of the empire was vast. In 1902, the sacred oracle was destroyed. The Confederacy dissolved. A chapter of history closed. But the soul of the Aro people endured.
Today, Arochukwu remains a center of heritage, tradition, and spiritual memory. The Eze Aro dynasty continues, an unbroken line connecting past to present. During festivals like Ikeji Aro, drums resound, masquerades dance, and ancient customs come alive, celebrating a heritage that refuses to fade. Across Africa and around the world, descendants of the Aro carry their identity with pride, keeping alive the memory of their ancestors.
The story of Arochukwu is not merely a tale of people and land. It is the story of resilience, the story of a kingdom built on wisdom rather than war, a confederacy woven through spirit, trade, and unity, a legacy that survived colonial destruction and still stands today. As long as the cave whispers, as long as the drums echo, as long as the festivals rise with the sun, the spirit of the Aro will endure. This is the Arochukwu Kingdom. This is the Aro Confederacy, a story beyond time.
Thank you for watching today's episode of the Igbo Heritage. If this video taught you something new about Igbo people and culture, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. What topic should we explore next? Until next time, I say, Jisie no ike, ke kwa onyono, and may our heritage continue to shine. See you in the next video.